Hello all. I am Professor M.B.Nigade from AISSMS IoT Pune from the Department of Engineering Science. Our today's topic is thermal power plant. In the thermal power plant is also called as a steam power plant. And in the thermal power plant is one which is used to produce the electrical power on large scale. Usually the steam power plant are used in which the chemical energy of fuel is utilized to generate the high pressure, high temperature steam in the boiler. Therefore, steam is used in a turbine to produce the mechanical power, which is finally converted into the electrical energy by an alternator. This is a schematic diagrams of a steam power plants. In this steam power plant, if you see that this is a coal supply, this is a conveyor we are using, and this is a boiler. The boiler is called as a steam generator. The basic components of the steam turbine is nothing but the boiler. Next is air preheaters. Next is furnace, economizer, then blower, then steam turbines with the generators, then condenser, then feed pump, cooling towers, cooling pumps, and next is now the condenser water circulating pumps. Generally the function of the boiler first. The boiler, it is consist of the boiler shell, that is a water tube type of boiler, and a superheater is there. Therefore, the feed water is now the supplied from the economizer to first converted into the wet steam, and this superheater steam is now the superheater steam is a superheater due to the heat is supplied by the hot flue gas, and steam is now generated with a high pressure from the boiler end. Then next is now the blower is there, and what the function of blower is to draw the surrounding air needed for the combustion of fuel, and air drawn by the blower is supplied to the air preheater. Then air preheaters is a heat is on the transfer the device in which the air is drawn from the surrounding and heated with the help of hot flue gases and before the discharging to the atmosphere through the chimney. Therefore, heated air is supplied to the furnace and it improve the combustion efficiency of the fuel. Then furnace, the furnace is a heated air from the air preheater is now the supply to the furnace, and fuel is burned and produce the combustion of fuel, and air is called the flue gases. And economizer, the feed water before the supplying to the water tubes is heated with help of the flue gases, and uh, um, it reduce the energy needed for the formation of steam. And steam turbine and generator, this is steam turbine and generator here. And in the steam turbine, the high pressure and superheater steam of boiler expand in the turbine and produce the mechanical work. This work is utilized to drive the generator, which convert the mechanical energy into the electrical energy. Then condenser, this is a condenser, and this steam from the steam turbine is exerted from the condenser, where the steam is condensed by rejecting the heat by circulating the cooling water. This condensed steam is called as a condensate, which is drawn with help of condensate extraction pump and supplied to the hot well also. Next is a feed pump. The feed pump, this condensed collected in a hot well with makeup water is a fed back with the help of the feed pump at the boiler pressure to the economizer. Then cooling tower is there. This side is now the cooling tower, and this cooling tower is cooling water from the cooling tower is circulating into the condenser and absorb the heat from exhausted steam of the steam turbine. Therefore, resultant heated water from condenser is supplied at the top of cooling tower. And the condenser water circulating pump, main basic function of the pump of cooling water from the cooling tower to the condenser and heated water from the condenser back to the cooling tower. Therefore, overall efficiency of the power plant is output by input is there. And if you see that this is a boiler, generally boiler is a consists of boiler shell or a water tube, or superheater is there. Then this pump is a circulating pump or condenser or feed pump, means condense the collectively hot wells with makeup of the water to feed with help of feed pump also. This high pressurized steam is now the produced from the boiler, and those high pressurized steam is now the fall on the turbine. The turbine is heat running with a very high speed to convert the steam energy into the mechanical energy, and this shaft is now the connected. The coupling is connected in between the turbine and generator by using the coupling. This generator having the starter and rotor, and then low pressurized steam is now the produce. After that, falling the steam from the downward side, that is low pressurized steam is now the produced. Those low steam pressurized steam is again condensed in a condenser. Means basic function of the condenser is the steam from the steam turbine is exhausted to condenser, where the steam is condensed by rejecting the heat to circulate the cooling water. Therefore condenser steam is called as a condensate, and it is drawn with help of the condensate extraction pump and supplied to the hot well also. Means hot water is now the again supplied to the boiler. And this is a schematic diagram of steam power plant. The advantage of steam power plant: fuel is used as a cheaper, space required is now the less as compared to the hydropower plant. A portion of steam can be used as a process steam for various industry, means generally used as a sugar industry, steel industry. This type of steam can be produced by using this type of power plant. Cost of electrical power generation is less as compared to the other power plant. Main disadvantage is what operational maintenance cost is more as compared to the other power plant. Large quantity of water is now the needed. Then the pollution cause the health problem to the worker. Thank you very much for listening my video.